Well, hey everybody, I'm here today to do a demo how-to by request of Sons of the Second Sons by James McMurtry from his recent album, The Black Dog and the Wandering Boy. This is a song James has been playing out live for almost 2 years now, actually, prior to the record coming out. So it's kind of been out there for a while, and I had a chance to learn it the way James was playing it live in those early performances. It turned into a little bit different style thing on the record, but what I'm going to do is what I saw him do early on when he was first performing it on a 12-string here in double drop D. This is by request of YouTube viewer William Bosch. William, thanks so much for your request. I'm happy to do it. It's such a great song. So let's go through our usual routine here. We start with the tuning. We're in double drop D. In the description below, I've got a link to my short little how-to on double drop D in general. We're in, I'm using a 12-string guitar for this. This is what he did early on as well. I believe he's been using the baritone for it more recently, though. Okay, and the other thing you may notice is I got 3 cameras working now. I've got this thing stuck to my the head of my guitar. I've got this recently. This is my first one of these demo how-tos with the guitar cam there, so we'll see how this goes. I'd love your comments on how it's working. I don't think I can get it to zoom in any tighter here on the neck than this setting, but it seems to be okay. So so it won't be any. It'll just be 3 on the screen now. I won't be jumping back and forth the way I was doing when I had 2 cameras. So see how it goes. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Double drop D tuning. There are the verses and the choruses in this song are the primary pieces, and then there's this one little phrase that James plays in between verses. So what we're going to cover are the verses, which I'm going to divide into 2 pieces because they're kind of separate, and the choruses, which are the same each time. The verses are the same each time, and then that little bit of connective tissue that joins them all up. Okay, let's start first with the shapes you're going to need to use to do all this. First is we're here in the double drop D tuning, so our home D position. That's just these guys. This is all covered in that video I talked about before. We're going to be doing the home D. We're going to be doing a G shape up here. We're going to be doing an A shape, which I'm doing with a bar. We're going to be doing the B minor shape. I love this shape in this tuning. It's gorgeous. And then finally we're going to be doing an E minor. Now the E minor is normal E minor, but you got to add that last guy there because this guy's tuned down. Okay, so that's it. Those are the shapes we're going to use, and it's just a question of arranging them into the right configurations. All right, so let's start with the intro, which is what I opened the clip with. Okay, so it's it's G to the D to the A to the B minor. G, D, A. And that of course is the primary thing in the verses themselves. So that's what you just do that one time, and then you go into the first verse. The old world when your race was run, it all went to the eldest son. What's the poor second son to do? Same phrase. But join up with the common man, set sail to the promised land, cross the mighty ocean blue. Okay, so that phrase constitutes the intro and the first part, the first half of each verse. That's what we just got through doing, those first 2 phrases. That's the first half of the verse. And the second, I'm calling that the major part because it's all major chords. And then we go into the second half of the verses, which I'm calling the minor part because it involves that B minor shape. So it's coming out. You're coming out of the first half on an A chord. Dun, 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 dun. So you're going from the A to the B minor. Dun, dun, no, excuse me, to the G. Down, down, A, down, down, B minor. So that's G, A, B minor. Then it's G to D, down, then back to A. Okay, now let's do that again. And they made us who we are. Let's wave those stripes and stars. That's the end of the verse. We're about to jump into the chorus. Sons of the second son. So now one other thing I want to point out here is you might have noticed I did this little... If you want to do that, you don't have to. I like to kind of add that in. It helps drive the tempo forward. Okay. Again, it's just a little flourish if you want to use it. All right, so that's the verses. We've just those two halves. Put those together. Every verse is the first and the second half like that. Okay, let's talk about the choruses now. You're coming out of it. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Now, sons of the second sons, D. Product of G, genocide. G for genocide. Now we're going to the E minor. Back up to the G. Sons of the peasantry, feeling ourselves we're free. That's what I call the No More Buffalo walk down. If you've seen any of my other how-tos for James's song, he does that move a fair amount of time, and I'm naming it after the classic because that's the No More Buffalo. Okay, so you're gonna do the No More Buffalo walk down and land on E minor. Telling ourselves we're free, sons of the pagan serfs. That's the A chord. Get that jangle in there if you want. We were doing the A with a bar before. You can do it that way if you want as well. I find it because I'm already in that those three fingers for the E minor. You just got to jump on two strings and you're in the A. And I like that jangly thing. All right, sons of the second sons, products of genocide. Polishing up our guns, unjustified. Sons of the peasantry, telling ourselves we're free. Sons of the faithful serfs, salt of the blessed earth, in search of a savior. Okay, that's the chorus. Now, the last thing we need to cover is the little connective tissue, which comes right out of the chorus. Da, 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 da. G, B minor, A, G. Oh, wow, we did okay. All right, so that's it. Those are the parts of the song you need. Now that you have these sections under your belt, just listen to the song. You can see I think he goes one verse, one chorus, and maybe two verses, one chorus. You just work it out, whatever the sequence is. I hope this has been helpful. William, thanks again for the request. And please drop those comments down below about how this is working with the triple cam. I'm interested to know. Thanks again, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.